Yo, guys, Justin James here with the 10-7, and Jon Jones has come out and said some bold things about how he will be coaching Gable Steveson. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with this athlete, this guy is a superstar. We're talking about Olympic champion wrestler. We're talking about professional football player. We're talking about professional wrestler at some time. Before we jump in the video, I just want to go through some of Gable Steveson's his accomplishments, man. He's one of the most decorated athletes I've ever seen, guys. Let's take a look at this. This is his Wikipedia page here. We'll start off up at the top. Here's Gable Steveson coming through. 6'1", 265 pounds. Here's his professional wrestling career in the WWE. I know a lot of people are going to negate that because it's fake wrestling per se, but you still got to be an athlete to do it. Freestyle, folk style wrestler. He went to Minnesota. He was a Minnesota Gopher. He was a defensive tackle. The Bills signed him to the practice squad. Now, as I always say, football players to me are the most athletic human beings in the whole world, guys. They're fast, they're strong, they're explosive, and their size is just out of this world. Like I said, went to Minnesota, Buffalo Bills, asterisk, because he was in the offseason practice squad. Now, this is the part that I want to get through that's so important. Freestyle wrestling representing the United States Olympic Games, gold medal, 2020 Tokyo. Pan American Championships, 2021, gold medal. Under 20 World Championships, 2017, gold medal. Under 17, gold medal, gold medal. Collegiate wrestling at the Gophers, Division I National Wrestling Champion, 2021, gold medal. 2022, gold medal. Now, silver, if you guys remember this match last year, one of the biggest upsets in NCAA history, but still a silver medal in the NCAA. Then 2019, he gets a bronze medal. So look at this. From his career, 2019, bronze medal, 2021, gold, 22, gold, 25, silver. Now we go to the Big Ten Championship, Division Wrestling, NCAA Division I, Big Ten, gold medal 2020, gold medal 21, gold medal 22, gold medal 25, and a silver medal here in 19. Now you can see, his development, from 19, he got a bronze in 19, then gets a silver. But then ever since then, man, it's just been an incredible feat. Now let's go to what Jon Jones has said about this guy. Excuse me, bones, as we pull this up. We go to Instagram and get the Jon Jones quote. This is Jon Jones talking about Gabe right here. Gable. It's not a matter of if he can, it's a matter of when. I've had many great teammates over the years, but I've always said if I would ever be a coach, it would be a wrestler who's completely committed to success. I found my guy, and I'm excited to add a world championship coach to my resume. I mean, when you have, and I talk about this a lot, about the heavyweight division. I think it's the most watered down division. And people say, Justin, why do you say that? There's so many great heavyweights. If you remember Brock Lesnar, NCAA champion, former professional football player. Here's the thing. Super athletes go to the NFL. Super athletes go to the NBA. Why would they want to come and fight for $50,000 or maybe $100,000 when they can go to the NFL, play football, and get paid millions and millions of dollars? And this is going to be, there's only one other guy that I feel was as athletic as Gable Steveson. That's Brock Lesnar, man, former football player. But with that being said, Brock, although he was huge, although he was strong, although he was an incredible wrestler, I just didn't feel he could ever get his striking down pat. All he was a wrestler. He's looking to get his takedown right away and do some serious ground and pound, which is great. But guys, when we talk about Gable Steveson, like, this guy is trying to learn how to fight. And not only is he's not just trying to learn wrestling, he's trying to learn how to strike too. And, when you take this guy, and we're going to take a look at his MMA debut against Braden Peterson, who me and Huzefa have had a lot, or we've watched this guy fight over in Fusion Fight League. This guy's not a chump. He's a big man. And for what Gable was to come out and do in his MMA debut. You know, he played around. He didn't even have really much of a wrestling stance in the fight. He came out like a striker, and that to me was the most impressive thing of this whole ordeal here, of Gable making his debut here. So let's take a look at this debut real quick. It was quick, guys. I hate to say for my man Braden, this fight did not last very long, and rightfully so. So we're going to take a look at this fight. This is Braden, very big human being here. And look at Gable's stance right away. He looks like a striker. Working, in and out. He's not looking for his feint right away. He's, again, just his stance, the way his stance has changed. Boom, comes in with a big body kick. When did we ever see Brock Lesnar throw a body kick? And what an incredible snatch single from a level change. Gets Braden to think that he's going to want to strike. And he comes in, gets that lead snatch single, and gets him down. And I tell you what, there's nobody in the world that wants Gable. Look at this huge ground and pound, beautiful elbow. Keeping his left underhook there for control. But look at this posture. Look at wrist control. Let's talk about the strength of this guy. Braden Peterson is a very big, strong guy. He's a cop over in Montana. Look at this. Goes for a key lock. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. Braden muscles out of it. But in this fight, if this fight doesn't get you excited, why it gets me excited is, like I said, he comes out in a striker stance. He doesn't come out bent over like a wrestler. He doesn't come out, looking, to make it look like he wants to shoot right away. He comes out, throws a kick. Then he gets him down to the ground. He's delivering some incredible ground and pound, goes for a submission. And unfortunately for Braden here, this is the beginning of the end. Look at these thunderous shots. Braden doing everything he can, gets mounted, and the weight doesn't even have to set his weight down because these punches are just so heavy. This guy has cinder blocks in his hands, and that's the end of that. So, guys, I don't know how you couldn't be excited about this guy. I really think under the coaching and instruction of arguably one of the greatest fighters of all time, we could see the birth of the greatest heavyweight of all time. If he can go in there and Jon Jones can use his athleticism to strike, and then use his own wrestling to transition it to MMA wrestling, as he did with that beautiful snatch single to get Braden down, this guy is going to be a problem. Now, from my understanding is he already has his next fight coming up. And we're going to take a look at who will be all right. According to Yahoo Sports, next fight won't get engaged. He's going to go into the dirty boxing on October 30th. So this guy is taking his career very serious. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but we're going to I just want you to see the headlines that Olympic champ Gable Steveson books next fight with Mike Perry's Dirty Boxing on October 30th. And why this to me is so important, it's because he can't go in there and take somebody down in dirty boxing. He's going to get in there. He's going to be able to work his boxing. He's going to be able to work his clinch work. And this is going to be all the things that are going to pay dividends to becoming a world champion. There's a reason why Jon Jones is excited to coach this guy. Man, I couldn't imagine if the guy came to Extreme Couture and asked me to coach, man. This guy is going to be a shoo-in for a UFC champion very, very soon. I see him getting a couple wins, maybe 3-4-0, maybe go to Contender Series, maybe bypass all that, jump right into the UFC and make his way to a championship, to a title shot in a very, very quick time, guys. I am beyond excited for this new wave in the heavyweight division. This guy is a superstar. He's a superstar athlete. He's a superstar competitor. He's represented we're getting another guy to come in and represent the United States to the fullest. Hopefully bring back UFC gold to the United States. And I tell you what, I know Gabe Steveson will not duck Tom Aspinall. Guys, tell me what you think. How excited are you for this? I mean, I am ecstatic for this, and I can't wait. We get to watch in real time this guy start off at the regional show. Now he's going to Dirty Boxing with Mike Perry. We get to watch this guy build his whole career and his whole resume right in front of us. This isn't like Brock Lesnar comes in, gets 1-0, then gets called to the UFC. Gabe Steveson is going to be making waves through and through on the regional scene until he gets to his world championship bout, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments.